Future Trunks Goku Black arc is about to reach its ultimate climax. In Dragon Ball Super episode 64, Future Trunks attempted to seal down Zamasu using the Evil Containment Wave, otherwise known as the Mafuba, but all the effort went into vain as they didn't have the seal. But this worked as a wake-up call for Zamasu and Black. They realized just how dangerous the mortals can get and decided to not play around anymore. Using the Potara, they fused or merged and became a Supreme God. They are probably simply going to call this merged form Zamasu or the Supreme God Zamasu. Even though I thought Devil God or Demonic God would better suit what they really have become. Till episode 64, we don't have much information about this fused Zamasu, as we are yet to see them in action, but they are going to be immensely strong and might even rival the power of the God of Destruction Beerus. Given the fact that if Goku and Vegeta fused, they would be at least as strong as Beerus, if not stronger, based on the power difference Akira Toriyama mentioned a long time ago, even before the Universal Tournament. Obviously, fused Zamasu and Vegito would be almost on the same level of power, so that is one way to measure them. So the Supreme God form of Zamasu does have a very elegant and powerful looking design in relation to the Dragon Ball universe. Fused Zamasu do resemble something we see in highly powerful characters. In Dragon Ball Super episode 65 trailer, we see there's a ring-like formation behind and above his head. Such circular or ring-like shape supposedly resembles power in DBU. We see Whis has something like that around his neck, and then the second most powerful character introduced till now, the Grand Priest, has one too. Interestingly enough, Fused Zamasu and the Grand Priest has that ring-like thingy on the same position. I'm just pointing out similarity in terms of look, but what Fused Zamasu is using could just be a simple attack that looked like it. However, there was one major question in the fandom, that is, would Fused Zamasu be immortal or not? From episode 64, we found out that Fused Zamasu is in fact immortal. It was pretty obvious, and I also predicted it earlier. Some fans thought they would become mortal. This honestly didn't make too much sense, and the theory felt like it was asking for an easy escape from a complex situation. The fusion combines the powers, not weakness, so I just don't get how someone could think they would become mortal. Obviously, in that sector, Zamasu's immortality was the better side, and it remains so in the fusion. Now that we know that Zamasu is immortal, the situation is now even more complex. Earlier on, Goku and company went back to the past or the original timeline to figure out a way to defeat. Even the ultimate solution they got was to seal Zamasu down using the Evil Containment Wave. But then, first it got broken, and now they realized they don't even have this seal to contain the enemy in it. Now the Mafuba is most likely out of the equation, but if we are to consider the wider possibilities, then the only way it can be used again is if someone from the future goes back to the past and gets the seal. In that case, the time machine could be used, but there will be the fuel problem. Other than that, if the Kaioshin somehow finds a way to go back to the past, it could be done. Other option would be if someone from the past came to the future with the seal, maybe Beerus or Whis, but I don't see that happening. So I'm still considering Mafuba or the Evil Containment Wave as an option, and if it becomes a usable option once again, I think Vegito would have defeat Fused Zamasu first. Since Zamasu is aware, they would have to beat the hell out of Zamasu first and then use the Mafuba before they regenerate. They might still be immortal, but the regeneration rate might be slightly affected due to the fusion. Long story short, Vegeta sealing down Zamasu might still happen. There is another theory that is not likely to happen, but I'm mentioning because I want to talk about all the possibilities. That is, what if Vegeta and Trunks fuse? Or what if we get a 3-man fusion? What if Beerus decides to come to the future, and so on? Anyways, the last possibility or option that I want to mention is the Omni King. We all know Goku has the Omni button, which he didn't use as of yet. Even in the manga, this segment was shown where Omni King gave Goku the button, hinting that this might have some significance in this very arc. That is, if at the end Goku and company can find no other ways to defeat Zamasu, or maybe even after perfectly sealing him he breaks out, they might have to call the Omni King. The other way he could get called is if the button gets pressed accidentally. If he appears, he would just remove Fused Zamasu from existence. If they want to give a twist, maybe the Omni King will hold both the parties accountable for disturbing the balance of time. The main problem here is, if Omni King were to be the solution to this, the problem is we will get a very odd ending to the arc. Imagine all this competition and Omni King just destroying Fused Zamasu right away. That would certainly not be an epic way to end an arc as grand as this one. Even if the Omni King do get involved, I hope they make a better plot out of it. Goku might even use the button to seek for help after the battle is over. By the time it's over, we have no idea about how much impact it might have. It might cause irreversible damages to the time for which Goku might seek Zeno's help. So that's about all the theories and prediction I could think of regarding the end of this arc. Bless the comment section with your opinion. How do you think this all might come to an end? If the Evil Containment Wave can't be used, then in what other ways could the immortal enemy be defeated? Feel free to ask any Dragon Ball related questions. I might answer this in the comment section or in my next video. For exclusive Dragon Ball updates and clips, like our Facebook page Dragon Ball Fans. The link is attached in the description down below. See you in the next Dragon Ball video.